Back about 6 years ago, I was stuck in a rut. I wasn't making the money that I was wanting to make. I wasn't achieving the things that I wanted to achieve. And physically, I was like, man, I feel like I've just plateaued. I'm not getting anywhere. So I came up with this radical idea to do 600 miles in 30 days. And over 30 days, my goal was to do 20 miles every day. And that was split up between a stair mill, running, and biking. Again, I know, doesn't look like I did now. But over those 30 days, the only goal was to do 600 miles. And I did it. I showed up every day, and day 3 was harder than day 2, and day 7 was harder than day 5. My body was sore. It was probably one of the most physically challenging things I've ever done. But at the end of it, I had lost weight. I was in really good shape. I also was introduced to my real self. I was introduced to what work actually looked like, but who I became during that time and what I learned about myself still sits with me to this day. That's the reason why 30 days talking to strangers and doing things that are uncomfortable ain't near as uncomfortable as having to run 3 miles with the bottom of your feet or blisters. Nothing but blisters on the bottom of your feet. You learn a lot about yourself. So I will say the lesson, guys, in the journey of you working and busting your tail and trying to achieve more, good for you. But the best part is you actually get to see what hard work is. And you can decide if you want to do it, or you may decide that you're not cut out for it. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, maybe it's not for everybody, but for those that want to achieve more and do more, it's out there for the taking. This next lesson I learned in passing, and it rang true over the 30 days, where it's not always easy. There was plenty of days where I didn't feel like showing up, and I knew that I had a bunch of tough phone calls to make, and I knew I had deals that were not going to work out and some deals that were, and I'm like, what do I need to do today? It was chaos. But I heard this quote from Ryan Serhant about 4 months ago, and it said, if you're an adult, right, we make big boy decisions and big girl decisions, and you want to quit, well, you're only allowed to quit on your best day. You're not allowed to quit on your worst day. You're not allowed to quit when things are bad and things are tough and you got, there's fires everywhere and it's not working the way you thought it was going to work. You're only allowed to quit when it's your best day. And I'll tell you, in real estate, there is no way I'm quitting when I make $20,000 in a day. There's no way I'm quitting when I get that assignment fee and I see that I'm making $100,000 in 2 weeks, or when that $100,000 hits my bank account. There's no way I'm quitting on that day. So if I'm not going to quit on my best day, I'm dang sure I'm not going to quit on my worst. So things are going to be hard. It's easy to set these goals. It's easy to watch these videos and plan out your next however long. You can have the perfect plan in the world, but you're going to get hit in the face. You're going to get knocked down. That's just the way it is. But you're not allowed to quit on those days. Only allowed to quit on your best days. And I promise you, it ain't worth it to quit on your best days. And with that lesson, it's the perfect segue into this one, which I feel is extremely important. When I was door knocking, guys, I would get this overwhelming feeling whenever I was going out, didn't know anything about real estate.